Hi, welcome to Crème Brûlée Day. We're so excited to share with you this delicious crème brûlée recipe. In childhood, crème brûlées were my favorite because they encompassed fire and sugar, two of the most amazing things. So Walton's gonna kick us off and tell us how to make it.
This is a simple and easy recipe to do. It takes just stuff you have around your house, things that are easy to get and easy to put together into something that's an amazing dessert. So we're gonna go through this with you step by step. It's something that'll be just a few minutes for something really awesome for your friends and you to serve.
So let's get started.
So these are the ingredients that we use for this. 2 cups of heavy cream, 5 egg yolks, a vanilla bean, and a cup of sugar. A half a cup of the sugar we'll use with the 5 egg yolks, and a half a cup we'll use to put on top and making that really great topping that we all love with our crème brûlée. There's not much to it, but it turns out really awesome. So this will be fun. Let's get started. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees. So the first thing we're going to do is to split open our vanilla bean and scrape out the contents. If you don't use a vanilla bean, when you heat the cream up to a simmer, you're just going to, at the very end of heating it, add in your vanilla extract. But if you have a vanilla bean and you want to use it, take the vanilla bean, split it open, and sort of scrape out the contents. Get what you can out of it, scrape it, and then put it into the cream and let that come to a simmer. And you want to get out all the sort of vanilla bean contents that are there. So we take our cream and our vanilla bean and put that onto the stove top and bring it to a simmer. We don't want it to boil. And now we get our eggs and sugar ready.
So in a separate bowl, I'm going to take a half a cup of sugar and mix them into the 5 egg yolks until they're light.
So the next thing we do is fish out the vanilla bean from our cream. Once we've sat there and brought it to a simmer, and we've let the vanilla sort of infuse into the cream, we fish out the vanilla bean and remove that. And we're then going to temper in the cream into the eggs so the eggs don't scramble. And so that's sort of a process of initially adding some warm cream to the eggs and then adding the eggs back into the cream. Okay, so with Ben whisking, I'm going to pour some of the cream into the eggs just to warm it up. And then we'll pour the egg mixture back into the cream. We get our mix, we pour it and we fill our ramekins, and there'll be a leftover, so you'll have more than you need to do this. And we just fill our ramekins, and we use larger, wider ramekins. The way I see it, you get plenty of more sugar, more crunch. It just makes it nicer. So we like a bigger ramekin, so you get plenty of space to pour sugar and brûlée it and have much more crunch area. So you fill your ramekins up as much as you'd like. And then we place them in a water bath. And so I've got a little kettle that's heating up right now, and we're gonna pour that around these so they're in this hot water bath. You want the water to go about halfway up the sides. And that's perfect right there. And then we'll place this in our oven at 325 degrees, and we'll leave them there for anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes. You want them to jiggle but not be firm, and then we're gonna put them in the refrigerator for a couple hours to let them cool down. They can stay in the refrigerator for a couple of days, but for at least a couple of hours.
Before you're ready to serve, pull them out of the fridge, and now it's the fun part.
So now we put a layer of sugar on these, and then we get to sit there and create that great topping that we all love.
So you can use a broiler to brûlée the top of it, but why do that if you have access to a blowtorch?
So we take the sugar, and you want to put a nice even coating of sugar on top. So that way when you sit there and use your blowtorch, you can actually create that nice crunchy top and make sure it's well coated all the way around.
So you want the sugar to melt until it gets a little brown, and it will smell so good. That's perfect. So So now all that's left to do is enjoy creme brulee day. That's amazing. Thank you so much. We'll see you again next month.